Disneyland Railroad. While the train is in motion, please make sure that everybody keeps their hands, arms, feet, and legs to the side and make sure everybody stays seated at all times. Parents, you want to make sure that you do keep an eye on your little ones, making sure that they are properly seated away from train opening. We are now departing Main Street Station en route to New Orleans Square.
Welcome aboard the Disneyland Railroad. We're embarking on a grand circle tour of the Magic Kingdom. We'll be stopping at New Orleans Square, Mickey's Toontown, and Tomorrowland. We'll also visit the Grand Canyon and make a trip back in time to the Primeval World and the age of the dinosaurs before returning to Main Street Station. As we begin our journey, remember that for a safe trip, you need to stay seated, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your children.
Bienvenidos a bordo del Disneyland Railroad. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren. Y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
Our first stop is New Orleans Square Station. But to get there, we need to pass through the wilds of Adventureland. It may seem peaceful through here, but trust me, it's a real jungle out there. Literally. So be on the lookout. You just never know what might be lurking along the rails. Just ahead is New Orleans Square Station. This station also serves Frontierland and Critter Country. If you'll be leaving us here, please remain seated until the train comes to a complete stop. Then watch your step as you're getting off. For those of you continuing on with us, we'll be resuming our trip in just a moment.
As we commence the station, friends, please make sure that everybody continues to keep their hands, arms, feet, and legs to the side, and make sure everybody stays seated until the train comes to a full and complete stop. We're now arriving here at New Orleans Square Station. This will be your gateway from the Haunted Mansion, Pirates of the Caribbean, Indiana Jones Adventure, the world-famous Jungle Cruise, Big Better Mountain, Black Mountain, and the mini events of Winnie the Pooh. This will also be your closest stop if you're looking ahead to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Once again, this will be your closest stop for Star Wars Galaxy's Edge.
To those just joining us, welcome aboard the Disneyland Railroad. To ensure a safe ride, stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your kids.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren. Y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
We're now entering Splash Mountain, rumored to be the location of the one and only Laughing Place. If you look real hard, you just might find it. It's where the critters are celebrating a zippity-doo-dah day. Speaking of critters, this place we're passing over is home to a whole bunch of them. Here in Critter Country, you can join Winnie the Pooh, Tigger, Rare Rabbit, and Rare Bear on their fun-filled adventures.
I want a job where I can wave all day. Where are they eating?
As we steam past Hungry Bear Restaurant, which is now close to these parts, we're now joining up with the Rivers of America and entering the frontier as it looked more than a century and a half ago. This is my favorite part of the journey. Around every bend, there's a natural view as far as the eye can see.
That's fun. They would ride on the river. Why don't they?
stories with those in the Great River Valley below. People like you have been riding these rails since the 1800s, traveling through nature's wonderland in a matter of days, rather than the months it used to take by mule or stagecoach. Steam power not only fueled these iron horses, but the dreams of a whole new generation as it moved west into this great frontier. Of course, some of those dreams and the stories that went with them were pretty darn wild and downright unbelievable. Like on Big Thunder Mountain, where I hear that mysterious spirits have grabbed hold of those mining trains and turned them into the wildest ride in the wilderness.
Wildest ride in the wilderness.
This tunnel signals our transition from the frontier to another kind of gear, the ones you'll find on Mickey and Minnie Mouse. Our next stop is Toontown Depot, official train station for Mickey's Toontown, the cartoon home where Mickey, Minnie, and all their friends live. Toontown Depot is also the gateway to Fantasyland, where you'll find many of your favorite Disney animated characters and stories. If you're leaving us here, please wait until the train comes to a full stop. Remember your personal belongings, then step carefully from the train. Have fun, and say hi to Mickey and Minnie for us. Those of you continuing on with us, we'll be resuming our trip in just a moment. This is Toontown Depot, Mickey's Toontown.
As we come into the station, friends, please make sure that everybody stays seated until the train comes to a full and complete stop. We are now arriving here at Mickey's Toontown Depot, your gateway for all Toontown and Fantasyland attractions. Depot en route to the future of Tomorrowland Station.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us on the Disneyland Railroad. For a safe ride, remember to stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your kids.
¿Qué tal, amigos? Y bienvenidos a bordo. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren. Y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
As we leave Toontown Depot, we get a real nice view of the happiest land of them all, Fantasyland. You can see people stepping onto It's a Small World just below us. And, off in the
Pay
distance,
attention to the parade.
Matterhorn Mountain.
That's the gate. Now we're behind the gate.
We're now steaming forward into the future to a land inspired by visions of tomorrow, both practical and imagined. Here you'll find rocket ships and star speeders, submarines and astroblasters, and, if you look overhead, maybe a glimpse of a Mark 7 monorail. This is the latest version of the first daily operating monorail system in the entire Western Hemisphere, gliding above Disneyland since 1959. Below the monorail, and us, are the fun-filled roadways of the Autopia. Drivers of all ages can get behind the wheel of these cars. No experience or license required. If you're into soaring spaceships or doing battle with evil empires and emperors, Tomorrowland is definitely the place for you. Speaking of which, we're pulling into Tomorrowland Station right now. If you're leaving us here, just stay seated until we come to a full stop. Gather your belongings, including lightsabers and astroblasters, and step carefully from the train. Thanks, and have fun in the future. For the rest of you, just sit tight. We'll be on our way again in just a minute.
As we come into the station, friends, please make sure that everybody continues to keep their hands, arms, feet, and legs aside to make sure everybody stays seated until the train comes to a full and complete stop. We are now arriving here at Tomorrowland Station. This will be your gateway for Utopia, Finding Nemo Submarine Voyage, Star Tours, The Adventure Continues, Smells Like Your Astro Blaster, The Astro Orbiter, and Space Mountain. You can also catch the Disneyland monorail, which will take you down to the downtown Disney District as well as the Disneyland Hotel. So you're properly seated away from train opening. We are now departing Tomorrowland Station en route to Main Street, USA. But first, we're going to make a slight detour through the Grand Canyon and even going back in time into the Primeval World. While we're in the diorama, as a courtesy to those around you, we kindly ask that there be no flash photography or video lighting. Once again, friends, while we're in the diorama up ahead, please no flash photography or video lighting.
Will take us from the fantastic world of the future to the breathtaking beauty of nature's own design, the Grand Canyon. For your safety, stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. Watch your children and no flash photography.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentados, tenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños. Por favor, no tome fotografías con flash.
That was the Grand Canyon as we know it today. But it wasn't always this way. Now, let's travel back in time, way back in time, to the fantastic past of the Primeval World, land of the dinosaurs. Returning to our own time and to Main Street Station, gateway to Disneyland. If you're leaving us here, stay in your seat until we come to a full stop. Remember to gather all your personal belongings and step carefully from the train. I'd especially like to thank those of you who've been with me for the Grand Circle Tour of Disneyland. We hope you enjoyed your travels with us and that you'll come back to ride with us again real soon. For those of you staying with us, we'll be on our
As we come into the station, friends, please make sure that everybody continues to keep their hands, arms, feet, and legs inside. Everybody stays seated until the train